This this webinar is scheduled as part of a regional Scrum Gathering Hyderabad 2024 conference. Me and my friend Suresh Konduru, we are co-chairs for this conference. I'll just open the conference website and show you, and then we will start the webinar. So this is the conference website, rsghyderabad2024.com, and the dates are 15th, 16th November, Friday and Saturday. And we have a detailed schedule available under the schedule page. You can see all the sessions. There are 2 tracks going on, track 1 Peacock Hall and track 2 Cyan Hall. And 98% sessions are already confirmed and scheduled here. And you can also see who are all the speakers here. You can recognize some of these well-known speakers. Ashish Vidyarthi is a uh, Bollywood actor, and he's a motivational speaker. And so many things are there in his kitty, Ashish Vidyarthi, and he's a writer, Ennamuri Virendranath. And our today's speaker, Snehal Talati, is also keynote speaker on the 16th November. And these are some other trainers and coaches across the India and from abroad also. Currently, the early bird is active. Super early bird was there from April until July. So July we have closed the super early bird. Even early bird is also was supposed to close by 30th September, but based on the demand we have received, we have extended a couple of more weeks. So by 20th of October, we are planning to close the early bird, which is 8,500 plus GST. And from 20th October, it will go to the regular, which is 10,000 plus GST, which includes 2 days of complete access. And you'll have 2 days of lunch, snacks, and complete access to that. We have coaching clinics, and we have all the sessions access to conference. And Snehal is also conducting, we have a post-workshop training here. So 17th November, Snehal is conducting 2 trainings. One is AI-Agile Coaching Foundation, AI-ACF. That's for 4 hours, 9 to 1. If you also be part of the Train the Trainer, AI-Agile Certified Train the Trainer, then afternoon session 9. So if you want to attend the full day session, you will also get the Train the Trainer session certification also. So over to Snehal. So he's going to explain about AI and Agile, how they are complementing each other, how AI can make more Agile make more effective. These are the things he's going to cover in the session. Snehal, over to you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Vijay, for that welcome, and welcome everyone to this webinar. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. One second. Can you guys see my screen? Not yet.
Not yet.
Sorry. This is, let's see if it is now.
Yeah,
How
it's
about now?
yeah. No, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So actually, before we start, I'm gonna see if I can share my Slido here. I just wanted to gain see the audience that is here. So let me see if you guys can see my Slido screen. One second. Can you guys see my Slido screen? I just dragged it here.
Yes.
Awesome. So what we'll do is we'll just go through a couple of questions before we get started on the webinar. To access the Slido, all you have to do is either scan the QR code or go to slido.com and enter the numbers that are there. But the first question is, what's the biggest challenge you face in implementing AI in your organization?
Data availability.
Awesome. Yeah, and if you actually scan the QR code, there you go. Okay, I see people coming in. Yeah, but yes, that is correct. That there's no right or wrong answer in this. but data confidentiality, don't understand enough. Lack of awareness, lack of knowledge. Yes, absolutely. So let's do this. I work in a bank. Using OpenAI can be a risk. Absolutely. So there are many risks, many challenges. Thank you for sharing. Let's go to the next question. Maybe that question might allow us to see other insights. But when you hear the word AI, what does it mean to you? At times a threat to human workforce. So we'll cover that shouldn't be the case. So hopefully that is a threat to my job. Wow, very it's very interesting to see. Don't think of this as a threat, and I will convey that through the webinar today. Definitely, AI is not here to bring any type of threat to humanity or human workforce, but we'll talk about why that is. Makes my job more faster. Absolutely, great perspective, right? Intelligent system. Let's see, got something in the chat. Help to improve business. Yes. Makes our life easy. So you see two different kind of perspectives here, right? Some folks may see it as a threat. Some folks, if you look at it, how can it optimize the human potential? Helps in effective decision making. Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. I'll go to our last question. What's one specific skill you hope to gain from these courses? So we'll talk about both courses that Vijay alluded to, the AI ACF and the AI Agile Train the Trainer, what that entails. But what is one specific skill set that you're hoping to gain from these courses? How it enables me to do my job better? Okay, fantastic. Quite understanding about AI usage in Agile, evolution of Scrum Master in AI-driven world. Usage of AI efficiency to streamline my day-to-day tasks. Awesome. No, these are all great. Great skills. And again, we will cover a little bit about what skill sets you will gain from taking these courses that we're offering actually Boostoro is offering for the first time in the world. I think this is the first in-person live class in the AI Agile space. So for those of you who want to be part of something that's historical, this is quite the class to be a part of and the community to be a part of. How can we use AI in Scrum? Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you so much for engaging in these polls. I always like to see where we are. And with that, let me go back to my presentation. So the key things after all of that is, are you in? All right. And hopefully by the end of this webinar, many of you guys will join. I think there's some great traction on and great momentum for this conference, and as well as how Vijay and Suresh and the entire team have really focused on AI at this regional Scrum gathering. So I always like to start off with statistics and reports. So this is actually from Microsoft and LinkedIn, the Work Trend Index annual report. So the new hiring imperative, right? So 66% of leaders would not hire someone without AI skills. And as AI is growing, it's not just in the generative AI space. All AI use cases using even machine learning and traditional ML methods are still as important. But I think what we're seeing in the workforce is that many today are trying to figure out where can AI make an impact and how can we do this. Is it full screen? Can you guys see okay? I did get a comment.
Yeah,
Can
we
you
can.
guys see this?
It is.
Okay, fantastic. So 71% leaders are more likely to hire, a less experienced candidate with AI skills than a more experienced one, which is a mind-boggling statistic if you think about it. 71% of leaders throughout organizations are putting a bet on hiring someone that has less experience but has more AI skills to offer than those who are more experienced. And that's why I am a big advocate of AI and Agile. I feel like both of those two things go really hand in hand. The experience from the agile side, and then if we use that, the ability to for us to adapt to change. As agilists, we are change makers. We adapt to change, and if we can then leverage AI, that's a super powerful combo. And I think across the organizations, this survey actually puts a huge emphasis on why it's critical for us to upskill in AI. So AI in 2024 is like the internet in 1999. Peter Thiel, for those of you who don't know, Peter Thiel is a big founder of PayPal. If you guys know PayPal as the first payment system, along with Elon Musk, Peter Thiel had a huge emphasis there. And what he mentioned, and I think a lot of people are saying the same thing, AI in 2024 is like the internet in 1999. So as you see, internet is something that we use on a daily, day-to-day basis. AI will be something similar. As we move towards the future, AI will be embedded in everything that we do. In interacting with team members. We see it on Zoom. Actually, today I was going to send a AI version of me to this call, but I refrained. The next webinar, maybe I'll try to send myself. The first digital twin, actually from HeyGen, was created. So HeyGen has been working on digital avatars and digital twins using AI, but I find it quite mind-boggling that this beta feature was actually thought about months back, and today they released that feature for HeyGen released it to integrate with Zoom, which shows the pace, right? It's not perfect, but as we grow as we go into this world of AI, things are moving so fast that it's going to get better to the point where you might be able to be in multiple meetings at once rather than having just you joining one such event. So today's topics of discussion is talking about the AI Agile Coaching Foundations, the ACF course, the certified trainer, train the trainer. What does that mean? We'll talk about the Boostaro's trainer enablement pathways. And then at the end, we'll talk about the Boostaro trainer community and what that means to each and every single one of you that's on this call. But before that, I want to talk about the rise of AI. Rise of AI. AI is growing at a rapid pace all around the world. We see it. AI is embedded in everything that we do. I think more people say AI these days than anything else. You just pop AI in front of everything, and everything is now AI. So, but with that, with that hype and with that buzz, it's also important for us to continue upskilling and continuously learning on what is on the horizon and how can we leverage that for humanity and the purpose of moving us forward. So we talked about traditional ML, generative AI, AI co-pilots, and RAG and AI agents. Now, this might sound a little bit kind of unfamiliar to some, but generative AI is something that was founded. ChatGPT kind of blew up in November 2022. Ever since then, we started talking about AI co-pilots. There's a co-pilot for everything you can imagine, from coding to Agile co-pilots to marketing co-pilots, even your Gmail now, if you have a Google account, you can summarize your emails using a co-pilot, Microsoft's co-pilot, etc. But
Now up to date.
sorry? I don't know what I heard something,
No,
but
no, Ian, I think it was accidentally unmuted. That's okay. Please carry on.
okay, no worries. So we went on the AI co-pilot phase. Then we talked about something called retrieval augmented generation. People started figuring out, okay, well, if we use a foundational model and we talk with ChatGPT or Claude or any of these foundational models, how can we bring in our own data? And how can we kind of create our own array of files or wherever our data warehouses are and then kind of implement that and connect that with the generative AI engine to then be able to chat with our company's data or data that's specific. So retrieval augmented generation became a thing. Um, and then, right now, 2024, we're in this phase of AI agents, and you may have heard AI agents kind of autonomously being able to interact with folks. So that is something that is up and coming, and it's still where many companies are building agents to be part of a team or make decisions on certain things. But again, we are moving from interacting with a chatbot to figuring out how can we use audio, visual, and other modalities to be able to work with AI agents. But at the end of this, talk, I always emphasize on Agile. I think Agile is the heartbeat of innovation, and I say that because Agile is everywhere, and we have so much to offer just within the Agile space. And many of you guys are probably very in tuned with all of these practices, right? But the key thing is how do we take all of this and apply AI? Agile isn't just about building software; it's a way to build the future, and I truly believe that. And I say that because all of the experiences that we have tied with AI, if Jeff Sutherland says this, right? If you do, you can do twice the work in half the time, right? If you can do twice the work in half the time using Scrum, right? You can use AI to do twice the work in half the time. So to me, AI is the new Agile because it does allow you to do twice the work in half the time, or even more than that. So that is kind of something that I think really is you can unlock if you leverage AI in the right way. So these are some of the coding co-pilots. Replit. I did present this slide in another presentation. But again, we are seeing co-pilots being used, especially in the development space. You have Cursor, you have Replit, you have GitHub Copilot. You don't have to be a coder anymore. You don't have to build a prototype today. It just takes a little bit of prompting skills. Like how do you prompt in the right way? How can you build these prompts to be more specific rather than saying, hey, just build me a prototype to do this? How can you make your prompts a little bit more structured? What are some of the prompting techniques that you can leverage? And those are the things that I think we have to build. And it also depends on what type of engine you're using, right? So I've seen demos of people using voice, right? And if you're using voice, sometimes people come from different backgrounds and different ethnicities, so the accent is different. So sometimes AI won't be able to pick up on those small nuances. So that's why it's important to understand how can you prompt in the right way? Is there a structured approach? Is there a structured way to build, rapid prototypes for your software? So when the Titans meet, when AI and Agile meets, the forces collide, and what happens is you start getting we can start aligning some of the roles, right? So for example, we see the Scrum Master role. So in the Scrum Master role, you can leverage AI to build certain retrospectives. You can use it to, if you're a facilitator, how can I look beyond, right? So there's opportunities to say, okay, if I'm taking data from my team, how can I look at it holistically? And sometimes you'll be surprised. You won't be able to, if I was going to do this myself as a Scrum Master to see how my team's performing in the last two sprints, But if I can now take a lot of data that I have, all the data points, whether it's retrospective data that I collect in Mural, whether that is you record your retrospective to see some tonality, voice and just hearing folks on your team and seeing how they feel. I can leverage so many metadata points and leverage AI to come up with concise strategies to improve retrospective. Same thing goes for product owner, right? Product owner, we are seeing you can use AI for assisted backlog prioritization. You can use Gen AI for user story creation, AI-driven market analysis, right? So huge opportunities in the product owner space as well. And then the development team, like I said, there's so many different AI tools that you can use. The ones that I showed in the previous slide were just a few. But there's so many avenues of using these tools. You can use open source tools, you can use closed source tools. What's better, what's not, it all depends on the use case. But there's an ample amount of tools to put in your toolbox. And I think for Agile team, for us Agilists, it's really important to understand this, right? So how can I create my own AI Agile toolbox and really understand what's going on and how I can use that to really amplify my potential. It is not about replacing. I think a lot of people said it's a threat to take my job. Don't think of it that way. Think of it, how can it amplify what you're doing? How can you today do something 10x than folks that are not leveraging? And you saw the stats from Microsoft and LinkedIn's work index report, right? That 66% of folks won't, they're looking for people who can leverage these AI skills in that manner. So the AI Agile Coaching Foundations, the ACF, what does this course kind of entail? So what to expect? It's a beginner-friendly introduction to AI and Agile. But we'll have hands-on experience with practical AI tools, insights on AI-driven Agile, something that I alluded to in the last slide. We'll look at a lot of tools and how to do some of those things based on your role. We'll talk about strategies to enhance team productivity. One of them I just alluded to, right? Maybe you invite AI as a meeting, you'll have, Otter or something, which is a bot that comes to your Zoom call, listens to everyone on the call, takes notes, and then you can leverage that to maybe include in your next retrospective. And then we'll create this supportive learning environment. I think being in person for the first time, it's going to be great. I think the human touch is always something important. I think we'll all learn together. But that's what to expect in this AI-ACF course from 9 to 1, as Vijay alluded to. But who should attend? Agile practitioners curious about AI, project managers, scrum masters, product owners, anyone interested in the future of Agile. I think this is going to be a stepping stone. We're already seeing a lot of traction at Boostaro for courses like these. We've also done this a similar course to this for private clients across the world. And people are pretty excited because this gives that extra component that everyone is going through. If you see Scrum Alliance, we launched the first AI Agile course for free, which was a buffet, like a very intro, very prerequisite. But then they also launched, you see every Agile organization, SAFe, IC Agile, everyone now has an AI component. But I can say that proudly say that Boostaro was the first one to offer an AI Agile course in this space. And so your AI Agile journey starts here. You'll gain practical skills to apply immediately, taking this course. You'll earn the AI Agile Coaching AI-ACF digital badge, which you can share with your peers, and you can position yourself at the forefront of Agile innovation. What not to expect in this course is you won't become an AI ML expert overnight. This isn't a deep dive into complex AI algorithms, and we won't be covering any advanced programming or data science in this course. This course is, again, for AI Agile specifically, how to leverage some of the tools and how specifically you can put that into practice right away. So here's a little video recap, all generated by AI. Enjoy.
Welcome to AI-ACF, the AI Agile Coaching Foundations course. Ready to elevate your Agile practice with cutting-edge AI tools? Let's dive in. AI-ACF is your gateway to harnessing generative AI in Agile environments. But what does that really mean? Let's break it down. In this course, you'll learn how to supercharge your agile workflows using AI. Imagine automating your backlog refinement, generating user stories, or even predicting sprint velocities with remarkable accuracy. That's the power of AI in Agile, and that's what you'll master here. We'll dive deep into prompt engineering, the art of communicating effectively with AI. You'll learn how to craft prompts that generate precise, actionable insights for your Agile teams. For example, you might ask an AI to analyze our last 5 sprints and suggest optimizations for our daily stand-ups. You'll get hands-on experience with the latest AI tools. We're talking about Claude, ChatGPT, Cursor, and Sutra, to name a few. You'll learn how to use these tools to streamline your Agile ceremonies, enhance team collaboration, and drive innovation. Want to automatically generate sprint retrospective summaries? We've got you covered. Need to create data-driven product roadmaps? We'll show you how AI can help. From AI-assisted story point estimation to automated code reviews, you'll discover countless ways to enhance your Agile practice. Now, let's be clear about what AI-ACF is not. This isn't a course for becoming an
So I just wanted to give you a preview. That video was completely generated by AI. And so it was a recap of what I just said in the previous slide. So you can see a little bit, and I'll show you what tools you can use to do the exact same thing. And those tools are getting better. But now let's come to the AI Agile certified Train the Trainer course. I think this one, this is actually I'm really excited about. 1 second, I'm seeing. Okay. So this one I'm really excited about because this is the first time we're doing something like this from Bustaro. But it's also an opportunity for us to empower trainers globally. And you guys are the first ones to have this in person. But what to expect here is you'll be part of the first part, which is the AI-ACF course. But in the second part, you will have AI Agile integration techniques that I will teach you, in-depth exploration of LLM architecture, so you can then teach the students to really understand what that means, hands-on experience with cutting-edge AI tools. We'll talk about strategies for teaching AI Agile concepts and curriculum development for AI-enhanced Agile training. So this is like kind of train the trainer. If you've taken like the back of the room train the trainer, or if you've taken any sort of train the trainer course in the Agile Institute, similar, but really focused on how can you give the AI ACF. So who should attend this course? Experienced Agile coaches, Agile trainers looking to incorporate AI into their curriculum, professionals who have completed the AI ICF workshop. So you can't do this course without taking the first part. You have to be present for the first part, and then aspiring thought leaders in the AI Agile space. What to expect? You'll gain advanced knowledge of this integration. You'll develop skills to design and deliver these AI Agile workshops, and you'll join an elite network of AI Agile trainers across the world. So as part of the certification to get this one, you're going to be in this the second half, either in groups or in person individually. We'll see depending on how much time we have, we'll deliver a mock module, and there will be a small assessment. And then as part of the learning, you'll submit a full day AI Agile workshop outline of how you would carry out the ACF. And then obviously you will join the ranks of everyone who is trained that day and also part of a global community of AI Agile trainers. So a little bit about the enablement pathways. What you will get as part of the Train the Trainer is you will get 2 badges. You'll get the green and the orange badge. But what we have is that as part of this learning ecosystem, because AI is moving so fast, right? And no, I can with confidence say no other Agile institution will move as fast as Bustaro will move. And what we're planning to do, and I'll share a little bit, but we're going to have these enablement pathways. So you see the AI foundations. The AI foundations are more AI specific, so more on the theory. Same thing with machine learning foundations, right? So we are building these pathways for you to be able to do these enablements. Now, each of these enablements will cost, but because you have the Train the Trainer badge and you're part of our community, each of these enablements will come to you first. So, as part of the Train the Trainer kind of journey, we're trying to bring you more enablements so you can teach these classes and empower your students and have that entire ecosystem at your hand. And as part of this, how does this work? So we're going to empower you guys to gain these expertise, develop the coaching skills, and stay at the cutting edge. Part of the community, you'll join exclusive Slack group, you'll network with peers, and we'll share best practices of how to teach some of these courses even after you're done. So I know in one day we can't do so much, so we'll stay connected. But what are some of the benefits? You'll receive exclusive training materials from Boostaro. You'll get priority booking for any Boostaro events that are in the AI Agile space. We are doing an AI Agile Summit every year. We did our first one last year, so you will have priority booking and special pricing for those who are in the trainer community. You'll get co-branding opportunities and mentorship program participation as well. Um, what we're doing differently than everyone else is quarterly and biannual updates. So think of this as like software updates on your phone, or Tesla features, right? Tesla puts out an update, it costs a little bit, but we're doing this because we want to stay up to date with the content. So for example, if we're talking about the AI-ACF Foundations course, the AI Agile Coaching Foundations course, and we update next quarter, you don't have to buy the update to teach the course. You can teach the existing courses as is. But to stay on the cusp of it, you may want to update your content, hence pay the update fee, and you will get an update pushed out. So we'll have quarterly minor updates, and biannual updates will be the major updates on the content that we provide you. As far as renewal goes, we're at the moment we're pricing it at $500 per year. It's subjected to change, depending on how many enablements we have available at that time. But this price is not firm, but there will be a renewal fee for each trainer to kind of make sure that they have their certification renewed. Not only that, there will be a recertification exam. We said yearly here because but at the pace of AI, we might have to make it 6 months, only because we're trying to figure out what the pace is. And as part of the requirements, we advise you to take 20 hours of continued education, and at least conduct 2 training sessions annually, any of the courses. So today, as part of being part of the November 17th, you will get the enablement to teach the AI-ACF. But let's say you teach another course. Maybe you said, I want to join the enablement for AI/ML. Then once you're enabled to teach that, you can use that as towards your 20 hours of continuing education. So again, taking the classes, that continuous education requirement, we will give you more details on what that means. But as an overall picture, this is kind of part of the trainer community and what we're intending to build globally across the world. And so that brings me to the in-person event. I think Vijay can give us a little bit more details, but additional enablements will be available for purchase at a later date. So, as part of the community, it's not just the AI-ACF. As you saw in this slide, there will be multiple enablements for you to teach. Some of these are half day, some of these are full day. So like for the AI, Agile project management, that's a full day course. The AI Agile coaching one that you see on the right, that's a full day course. Um, so and what we're really excited about is what's coming soon in the advanced AI topics. We're going to have an entire track for agentic workflows. So how to build AI agents will be its entire different workflow. It'll be a little bit more advanced. But again, that is something that team is currently working on to build out. And we're trying to make our sprint cycles even faster, trying to get this out as soon as we can. Because what we're seeing in the training community is that, we have to be fast. And we're trying to push as much content as possible for our trainers to be well equipped. So that is something that I'm really, really excited about. And let's see. I have a song. So again, thank you all. Scrum gathering, we all know. We hustle here the agile way, building wonders day by day. User stories in our minds, sprint by sprint, the goals align. Retrospective clear and bright, embracing change, we see the light. We break the chains, strongest we see our ways. Together we hold the strength. Come on board, sticky notes, cross-functional teams and votes. Daily stand-ups keep us true. Strive. So that's all I had. I had that again, that song was generated by AI. So again, sneak bit tools that are there. But if you have any questions, let's connect. If you have any questions now, I'm more than happy to take. But thanks for having me, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in person. Really encourage you, if you don't decide to take the Train the Trainer course, you definitely want to be part of the AI-ACF Foundations course. It will really help you kickstart. The number one question that I get and all my trainers get is, where do I start in this AI space? It's so hard to find a starting point, and I can guarantee you that once you take the course, you'll have a really, really good idea where to go and where to start. We'll point you to the right North Star. So thanks, Vijay, for having me. With that, I can open it up to questions.
Thank you so much, Snehal. If you have any questions, please ask. Snehal can answer related to these two trainings. And any questions related to the conference, I'll take it up.
It makes it easier. We can go do this. If you have any questions, you can scan the QR code and ask away.
One question I have, Snehal, once the trainer is approved, who will decide the pricing for these courses? Is it decided by the booster or the trainers individually decide?
So there will be a minimum that we recommend that you set the price, but at the end of the day, it's up to the trainer to decide. We want to empower our trainers because the trainers know the area and the market much better than we do. So we're empowering the trainers. So obviously, we don't want the trainers to drive the cost down so low. We wanted to keep it at quality over quantity as much as possible. But again, we're going to leave it to the trainers to decide for the most majority.
Apart from that renewal cost, is there anything additional like per student upload, something like that will be there, or it's not there?
At the moment, no. So our goal is to grow the community and the number of students. So at some point we may, but as of now, we want to move in pace with what AI, how AI is moving.
Sure.
So we want to make this a little bit more democratized and give everyone an opportunity and chance. So this is a perfect opportunity for trainers because we are not doing the licensing fee thing at the moment. So this could be a very, very, a lucrative opportunity if you take it into play.
Sure.
Yes, Snehal, I have a quick question. This is Nanda. Thanks for the great presentation. So during the training on November 17th, the tools you are going to use, are they your tools or are they publicly available tools?
So there will be a mix of both. There will be publicly available tools. We are going to start. I'm actually in talks with Sutra, which is actually a homegrown model in India. So I don't know if you guys have heard of the company 2.ai. It is actually an Indian-based company that's building their own foundational model. We'll try to leverage again Sutra because I think it's a great opportunity for them to gain some visibility as well. But we'll be using a mix of many different tools, and you will have access to them. There is a free version for all of these tools, so there's no need to sign up or subscribe. I will go over certain tools that you may want to subscribe to because it gives an upper advantage if you do. But we will provide you with all of that information as time comes.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you.
And then I
Any
see
other questions?
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, anyone else have any questions?
So I got a direct question. Please help us with the pricing of the course. So again, I think the pricing is up on the website, if I'm
I'll
not
show you.
mistaken. Yeah. So
I'm just taking the screen share, Snehal.
sure, yeah, please.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. This is the conference pricing, but if you look, come little down in the home page, then you can see this. This is the first half day course, AI Agile Coaching Foundation. So the pricing will be here. So it is 12,600 Indian rupees plus 18% GST. And the train the trainer is the second one. So it happens full day. So train the trainers will have the full day training. But if you want to have the only first one, AI Agile Coaching Foundation, only half day. So if you pay for this 50,400 plus 18% GST, so you are getting both trainings. And these are the registration links. You can go through it. And I have registered already for the trainer. Suresh has registered. Some of the RSG volunteer, Ajay and other people also have registered. We have about 12, 13 registrations so far. And we are really excited after seeing this presentation.
So I'm giving my commitment. I'll be registering too.
Awesome. Fantastic, Nanda. Yeah, please. I think I have to give it to Suresh and Vijay for their, leadership and putting AI and Agile in Hyderabad. Like I can't, there's no other place that I can think of than Hyderabad being the spot for it. And I think, having 13 to 14 trainers already says a lot. And I think as a community, it's going to be a huge potential to grow. And I can tell you that the AI Agile space is really blowing up. Everyone is trying to push. But I think that it's amazing to have you all be in Hyderabad. And the best thing is it's in person. So I think that's going to give us a new dynamic of teaching and learning. I don't know about you guys, but being virtual, you never know if I'm real or not. So that's the thing. So I'm really excited to be in person with you all.
Are you real right now?
And I also just pasted the links of the website Regional Scrum Gathering, and there is a 10% and 15% discount codes are displayed in the chat window for those who have joined this webinar. So you can avail that. And as I mentioned, the early bird is closing on 20th of October. So you have around 3 more days to register. Otherwise, it will become 10,000 plus GST. And we also like to thank our sponsors. Scrum Alliance is the title sponsor, and we have a Boost Arrow, platinum sponsor, and gold sponsor Agile Mania, silver sponsor Agile Waters, and bronze Simply Access. And this conference is powered by Learnovative and Premier Agile, Suresh Konduru and myself. So thanks a lot for joining this webinar. And if any questions you have, please contact us. Venkatesh, can you leave the email ID and phone number in the chat window?
Hi, sir. This is Divya from Bangalore.
Sure.
So I have seen the mode of class as mandate classroom session. Is it a mandatory classroom session or a virtual session is also available?
Are you referring to this one?
Yeah.
This is physical in-person class. It's not live virtual.
So is there any plan that these sessions are going to happen in Bangalore as well?
I did get a request. I think this year, no, not in person. Maybe next year. But if you connect with me, we will be doing one again, train the trainer virtual. It won't be the same experience, but it'll be again with a global audience. We're planning to do that later, first quarter next year. And if everything goes well and we get more folks. I know I've gotten a lot of requests from come to Bangalore. So stay tuned. But do connect with me if you're looking to, to take some of these courses online.
Thanks a lot for saying that, sir. We'll be following you up.
Yeah.
Sure. And those who want to know more details about this conference or AI-ACF or the Train the Trainer, Venkatesh has shared the mobile number and email ID. Please feel free to send us and we'll get back to you. Okay, I think thank you so much, Snehal. It was a wonderful session, and there are more insights to know in the Train the Trainer program and the ACF Foundation training. We are so excited for that.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me. Have a great day.
And thanks, Nanda, for confirming. Thank you so much. We'll get in touch with you.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Okay, sure.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Right, bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, all. Thank you.
Thank you.